it's Christine. It is time for day 4 of Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. And again, this is a series with all exclusive sketches this time, so that's really cool. Let me show you the sketch. Today is by Cheryl Ashcraft, and she's got kind of this cool, like diagonal, cut looking thing here. With some, it's kind of coming in a, good Lord, I can't even talk today, but it's got like a embellishment clusters here. There's a doily back behind. I'm calling this the photo. There's some journaling, labels, title, all kinds of cool stuff. And then this could be either jewels or sequins, which is kind of cool because I have a bunch of sequins. So here's what I'm going to do. I actually, I actually have this hip kit. This one's from May 2022. And all I have left is this one. I'm so sorry. No. All I have left is this one sheet here that I had gutted that is got this diamond pattern on it. And I'm thinking instead of cutting the other for the sketch, really, I'm going to use this diamond pattern as kind of in place of that. And then I have this little piece of orange floral. I've got the polka dots too, but I think for this picture, because of what it is, and I'll tell you in a second, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to cover this. So it's going to be a little different from the sketch, but I do have a big doily, so it makes it look, on purpose. The picture is, my mom always likes to call this the 4-generation picture because this is her mom, my grandmother, my mom, me, and my daughter. And then that's my sister and my grandmother's sister. So we have this kind of cool little photo. Now, this is back when you had to have stuff printed. I think this is going to be, my daughter's 2, so it's 2000. And this is back when it was printed. So it's actually not a 4x6. It's more like a 3 or 4x5.5 or something like that. It's a little strange size. But I think it looks cute, and it's got this like kind of vintagey feel to it, right? And then this feels vintagey to me, and now I've got this diamond look. And then I do still have, all these little ephemeras I'll have to go through because I don't really know what I have in here, to be honest with you. And then still the little butterflies, which may or may not make it on here. My grandmother did like butterflies, but we'll see. And then little wood veneers. And then this sheet of paper here, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I'm contemplating cutting these frames out and using it as the clustery stuff, so I may do that because I don't think I need this for anything else. But this could be like my labels, right? So I think I'm going to end up fussy cutting these. And then I'll have killed this kit, so I'm excited about it. So that's what I'm going to start working on, and I'll come back on soon. Alrighty, gang. I have cut out all the little picture frames, and you can see that in the upper left corner there. I think some in the lower right corner, because that's kind of the ones I'm thinking I'm going to put where I've got them. And of course, I've matted the photo, and I use the same little floral, the little orange floral, which may seem a little strange to put on top of the floral again, but I do have that doily separating it. So I think that looks kind of cool. I'm kind of still trying to stay in keeping with this vintage feel of this photo. And I'm not going to lie, I thought about the fact that I'm thinking of this photo as vintage because, I did the math and I'm like, oh my God, that's 22 years ago. Y'all, I'm not that old, am I? It's funny how you don't think about it. And then it's like you have to do the math sometimes. And oh my gosh, that's way older than I thought. And anyway, so I'm sticking with this vintage on this floral here. I did put this little cut apart note card thing on the right hand side. That's kind of on the sketch, I think, where the journaling was. And then I'm just now gluing all these little frames down. I've just kind of organized them, kind of overlapping and this and that. I'm a little sad because my little adhesive thingy here keeps kind of going wonky on me, and I'm not getting the adhesive out of the right. I'm sure it's user error because this is a nice adhesive, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And so you'll see me farting around with that thing. But I'm trying to stay, the sketch had, different shapes and things, and I'm making these match just a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's an exact match by any stretch of the imagination, but, like I have a little round one in the lower right corner of that photo, and then there's like little label-y looking one going across and stuff like that. So, and then I kind of just start going my own way. I don't think I even really look at the sketch anymore. I'm just kind of organizing these picture frame things in a way that looks, I don't know, I guess pleasing to me. It's creating a little bit of balance with, the directions they're going and the heights and things like that. So you see I turn things and I go, okay. So anyways, I'm going to build out these little sections here. And again, I'm almost at this point. I haven't 100% stopped looking at the sketch, but I've kind of almost stopped looking at the sketch because it's not the same, right? The sketch had like florals and stuff like that. Now, I've got all my ephemera on the left-hand side over there, and the theme of this particular kit, I think, was something like, well, I remember there's, like, you can see them, there's those little teacups and stuff, and it's got, it's like best friend, like I think it says Tea and Coffee Squad, and I will end up using that Tea and Coffee Squad one. But it's just kind of like lovey friend stuff or whatever. I don't know. So there's these little like cupcakes and things, and I'll end up using those. And y'all, and the teacups and things. And y'all, there's just no real good reason for it. It doesn't really match the theme necessarily, but I liked them. So they're going to go in, and they're kind of vintagey feel to me. So I have my little teapot, I have that little teacup, and I have another little cup down there, or a stack of them, I think it is. You can see I'm kind of putting everything in there. And then, yeah, there's that little coffee and tea squad. Yeah, we're not drinking coffee and tea, but to me, it's a squad. And I'm like, okay, there's a group of us. I'm going to put a little bit of foam behind the top parts of my little teapot here. And I'm going to put that up there. I'm kind of just tucking these little ephemera things in these picture frame areas, just kind of filling things out, fleshing it out. I don't know. I'm interested to see what you guys think about this diagonal pattern. I completely cheated. I say cheated. Interpreted, inspired by, whatever you want to call it. I kind of went away from the sketch in the sense it was, to me, looked kind of clear like cut files or pre-cut like diagonals. And I'm using this paper. So I'm curious, do y'all think I'm cheating? I don't think I'm cheating, but maybe I'm cheating. I can't decide. I don't really have a lot of guilt about it, though, because I think I was smart with the use of this paper. I initially kind of almost thought to cut the diagonals out of the paper. And then I thought, nope, not going to do it. I only have these 2 pieces of paper left, and I'm going to use them up, darn it. Okay, so I've tucked in my little pieces of ephemera and things like that. And now I'm going to start spelling out 4 generation with my little font here. This will take me just a second because, of course, generation is kind of a long word anyway. So I'm not going to make y'all sit through that. I think I get 4 and then like G or something out there. And then I'm going to cut away so you don't have to see me do that. But it's a pretty little font. I like it. In fact, I think I call it 4 Generation Pic is what I end up calling it. There it is, yeah. All right, now I'm going to go back in again on my ephemeras. I'm like, okay, I got to add some stuff. I mess with this little floral right here several times, and I decide against it every time. It never gets used. It goes in my little stash again. Here's a little cake thing, and I think I don't remember now. I don't think I used that one. I do this little envelope with the flowers. I'm trying to put like flowers and stuff back in here. And I do put these 2 cupcakes in here. Again, I don't really know why. I just thought they were kind of cute. And I need to use them up. You know, I've got all these little pieces over there. I've got a whole big old baggie of ephemera. I need to kind of go through my Hip Kit ephemera because it's all, the color palettes are usually real similar so you can cross them over. But they're not sorted right now. There's little envelopes. Okay, so I'm just putting in my little flowers here. And in a minute, I'm going to decide that's not quite enough either. Well, actually, first what I'm going to do is, I thought about using sequins. I think I even mentioned in the intro that I had some sequins I get stuff from Peacecraft Love all the time, and she's got little thank you baggies that has sequins in them. And so I thought about using those, but then I had decided, you can see them in the upper right corner. No, I'm going to use Nuvo glue. I decided to use Nuvo glue because I have it, and I hardly ever use it. Mostly because, if I'm honest with y'all, I tend to touch it and bump it every time, and I smush it or whatever. And do y'all know, I put that Nuvo glue down here, and I'm real proud I hadn't bumped it. And then I went to do something, and sure enough, I bumped it. But luckily, it doesn't mess it up. I think I touched the clear. I use like a clear sparkly one, and it doesn't mess it up. But I still bump the darn thing. It just takes a little while to dry, and I'm so clumsy, I end up messing it up. All right, so I got this little gingham heart cutout thingy looking thing over here. And I put that over there because I felt like my generation word was just kind of dangling, and it looked a little strange. So I'm going to bring that out just a little bit to give him a shelf to rest on. There, I picked that floral back up again, but I don't use it. I did add a little thing right up there. I just picked it up and put some foam under it. A little word phrase there. I think it's something about your hugs or something. And I'm not looking at the layout, guys. My apologies. This is early Sunday morning in September. So this is a little early, thank goodness. I'm trying to get a little bit done ahead of time I haven't, because I do it every day. I try to do the everyday layouts, and it does take work, believe it or not. All right, so I got my little word phrase up there. I thought that was cute. And I'm going to put my Nuvos now. I'm going to start with the clear because I got scared. I thought, well, if I screw it up, if clear, it's not going to be smeared on my paper in a color. So I'm going to start with the clear. And I'm going to just kind of do kind of like where I thought about that cloud too, y'all. I didn't use that. I'm just trying to figure, can I use any more of this ephemera? Because I don't want to have too much left over, but I didn't put any more down. So I'm going to put this in here kind of where the sketch showed the sequins. I'm just trying to be a little bit smart about, I don't want to smear. I want it to be where the sketch kind of showed it. I'm trying to keep my hand out of it, which means I probably should have started in the upper left and come down to the lower right. But on the other hand, I got 2 more colors to do, so that wouldn't have helped me anyways. All right, we're going for it. We're doing the colors. I'm double checking my purple here. It's okay. It'll work. So I'm going to put it in there. And I just squirt that stuff out. And again, I'm putting it kind of where the sequins are. I do like Nuvo glues. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of fussing because it takes a while to dry, but they are really pretty. And they are very nice to have instead of having to buy and store, you know, enamel dots and glue and sequins and things, because that takes up more space than just a little bottle, I think. But I like these. I think this turns out really pretty. I'm just putting now I'm going to put this pink in here. And I think these look pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and find a spot for all these little colors. And after this, I do decide I need a little something extra. So I will go out and get some white paint, and I'm going to do some sprinkles. But you'll see me do that in just a second. Okay. So this picture, just so y'all know, I'm going to say this. I told you it was 4 generation picture, and my daughter's about 2. This was in my house. And there's a picture on the mantle there. You could see, maybe if you zoom in. I don't know if you can zoom in on YouTube now that I say that. But it's a picture of me and my husband. We had taken it in the 90s. So, y'all, there's some there's some really old vintagey looking stuff in here. I've got like this pretty it was a basket with a bunch of like floral looking stuff hanging up over that fireplace. Y'all, I was really kind of in style back then, but today I look at it and I go, oh my goodness, y'all. It was with the 4 generations. My mother will probably comment below, but it was I might have said this and I don't remember. I didn't listen again. It's my grandmother's sister. I think it was Aunt Betty. And me, my mom, and my sister, and my daughter. So it's a bunch of girls, obviously. So here's where I'm sprinkling my white paint. And I just had to add that. I just felt like I needed to tie some stuff together. I will come back in a second. Don't worry. I'll take a little rag and kind of... I forgot to cover the photo. And, well, I'm not sure I forgot. It's just much being lazy. But I didn't cover it, so I have to wipe that off. But here's the slowdown. You can kind of see what I did here. I love that little doily, honestly. It says good times or sweet as sugar. There's a few little things. There's my Nuvo drops. I think that turned out pretty good. Thankfully, I didn't mess it up. Had to set it aside for a little while. I think that looks really pretty. I'm happy with that. Anyway, this was day 4, I think. So check out the playlist below for everybody that's playing along. And make sure to come back tomorrow because we'll have day 5. These are all exclusive sketches. Check out my Instagram because you'll see that every day too. And we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.